Hello everyone, so Big Blue Bubble yesterday released Dawn of Fire Update version 2.2 and they announced quite randomly that the next 3 Prismatics are going to be different to the Prismatics that we were originally meant to receive. So previously I made a video on the next 3 Prismatics. Now that video is now outdated because of this new update. Now it's completely unexpected, but I do think that the reason behind them doing this new update is because of how people predicted which Prismatics were going to be coming, and people were getting them all there in time, and I think Big Blue Bubble just likes having that amount of surprise to themselves, and of course they want the game to be as good as what it can be for players, so I believe that they have incorporated this new update into Dawn of Fire, so it spices things up for the game and keeps us on his toes, wondering what surprise awaits in game. However, I am still going to help you guys, and I am going to dissect the teasers that we have and the information we have, especially in regard to the teleporter and the amount of monsters that we now know that are going to be coming and what islands they go to and things. So I am going to try and help you guys get them monsters teleported in time before the Prismatics come regardless. Let's hope we can predict them as well as what we did, because we got them all right last time in regard to our predictions, and I believe if you followed my guide and the update actually did happen and we got the Prismatics we were supposed to, you guys would have been well on your way there because we had them all predicted and it was all right. And we even mentioned that all the Prismatics were likely to be single elementals, and the update description for this update has seemingly confirmed that fact. So I think we're really good at theorizing, aren't we, because of that? But anyway, let's get on with the video. So as of version 2.2.0 that was released yesterday, we now know that 3 new Prismatics are on the way, and it is now time for double and triple element Prismatics to shine according to the update description. So if we look on the teleport, we can see where these 3 Prismatics are going to go. So there is 1 Cave Island Prismatic that is going to come out of the 3, as there was 22 monsters on the teleporter as stated, but now there is 28 monsters shown on the teleporter as of version 2.2 in comparison to 2.1. And then if we go and look at Party Island, there was 41 monsters, but now there is 53 monsters shown on the teleporter, meaning that 2 of the Prismatics are going to be going to Party Island. And then if we look back on update 2.1.0, even though the Prismatics aren't going to come anytime soon, I do want to go over the fact that these are still Prismatics that are going to come eventually because they've been fully developed, we do know, because of how we predicted them and everything. So assumingly they are in the game and they will be coming sometime soon, not for a long time now, but they are going to be still coming, and we do know that they're going to come eventually. So with Mammoth being on Cave and Party Island, we did actually predict Quibble to be coming, but we were wrong in that regard. We did actually go over the fact that all of the monsters seem to be single elementals, and that was indeed the case as revealed from the update description. So we're actually right in thinking that it was Mammoth. And then also for the next one, we had the Space and Party Island Prismatic coming being Noggin. So Prismatic, Mammoth and Noggin will not be coming for quite a while, I imagine, but just keep in mind that they've been developed and they are in the game to come later down the line. Now then, so as for the possibilities of what monster these 3 Prismatics could be, let's go and delve into it. So there is 1 Prismatic Cave Island monster, as we've stated, and that could either be Thumpies, Glowl, Yelmut, Bicinerus, Flog, Rith, Barb, Flugel, or Wink. And then as for the next 2 Prismatic Party Island monsters, those could either be Scups, Mar, Quarrister, Shrub, Turox, and Edamame. We know that it could be either of them because the new Prismatics only go to 1 selected island. We know that from comparing the monster amounts in the teleporter compared to the previous update. However, the 3 Prismatics that are going to be coming must be double elemental or triple elemental Prismatics, as single elementals aren't coming for quite a while now, and quads and quints haven't been announced. Therefore, the possibilities for the Cave Island Prismatics either are Thumpies, Glowl, Flog, Barb, Flugel, or Wink. And seeing as though we have only seen non-fire elemental prismatics as of now, it doesn't look like we are going to be getting fire hybrid ones for now. That means that it can only be either Thumpies or Flog, so we've narrowed it down a lot there immensely, haven't we? And then we also have the two Party Island monsters, which could either be in relation to the double elemental and triple elemental only being rule, then it could actually only be Scups, Marshrub, or Tyrox. And believe it or not, there's no fire elementals that are single or triple elementals that can go to Party Island exclusively, so that means that it's only one of them for. So that's cool, isn't it? Seeing as though it would be hard to get prismatic Thumpies, I predict that Flog is the most likely prismatic monster that is going to be going to Cave Island. However, it could be Flog or Thumpies, couldn't it, really? It could be any of the two, but if you think about it, like, it would be extremely hard to get a triple elemental Cave Island prismatic, and I don't think they're going to announce one just quite yet. I mean, we're still in the starting stages, people are still teleporting a lot of monsters over, and we've only just got the island expansion, so I don't think it would be really fair. So I do think that it is indeed going to be Flog, but of course we are going to have a look at the teasers for each prismatic that were revealed in the update banner and see if we can relate to which monsters it could potentially be for the prismatics now. So let's look at the update banner. So in the update banner, it shows the 3 upcoming prismatics, one being in the left, one being next to Cave Island, and one being down below. Now let's have a look at the one in the left corner up above first of all. One of the 2 prismatics that is going to be going to Cave Island. Now it's hard to make out which monster this could potentially be, but due to the prevalence of 2 eyes on each of the designs, there's 3 designs featured and all of them have 2 eyes. So I would say that the monster for this design must have 2 eyes in game that are seeable, otherwise it just wouldn't make sense. Sure, if it was only 2 eyes, I wouldn't be sure at all which monster it could potentially be, but the fact that there's 2 eyes on every single one really shouts out to me that it has to have 2 eyes that are seeable in game. This takes Mar and Tyrox, who has only 1 eye seeable in the game, out of the equation, meaning that this prismatic can only be Shrub or Scups. It looks like Scups to me due to the circular nature of the eyes, but I could be wrong. It could be Shrub. And if you have a look at the eyes, the bug-like ones up above, you can see that the eye to the right is a bit more widened than the one to the left. Now, this indicates to me that it could perhaps be Shrub more than likely over Scups, because Shrub's eye is slightly widened to the right as well, unlike Scups, and Scups has more circular eyes. But if you look at the prismatic down below, that does really make me think, like the green eyelid one, it just makes me think that it is going to be Scups because they're more circular. But again, prismatic designs do vary from monster to monster, so honestly it could be Scups or Shrub. I don't think you're going to have a difficult time getting Scups or Shrub over to Party Island though, so I wouldn't worry about it. I'd just teleport them both. Anyway, let's delve into the next one. So for the second teaser, this is for the one for Cave Island. Now this one looks like it's going to be based on fabric materials like cotton and buttons and things, so that's going to be really cool. It looks like Thumpies to me. The 2 eyes are poking out, and that just indicates Thumpies to me. You know, the 2 cotton eyes. Obviously prismatics change up a monster's design, however, but the use of buttons too and cotton makes me think of Thumpies a lot more than Flog. However, if you actually look at the closed eye and the black cotton, you can see indeed that that eye is more slanted, a lot more slanted than the white one down below. And if we look at Flog's design, we can actually see that indeed on its design, it has 2 eyes that are slanted, and it seems to fit ideally just to Flog's design. So I do indeed think that this is more than likely Flog. I mean, seriously, that eye looks exactly like Flog's, that slanted one, and the circular one in the middle could be Flog's middle eye. I think most of all that this is going to be Flog after second inspection. When I was originally writing this, I didn't actually see that, but after going back and reading through the script and making sure everything was right and looking at each monster, it just made sense to me that that would probably be Flog's eye. So I do think that it's going to be Flog, but it could be Thumpies or Flog, couldn't it? But I don't think it would be Thumpies because Thumpies' eyes aren't slanted at all, and it would make sense for one eye to be slanted and one eye to be circular. So I do indeed think it's going to to be fog, otherwise its design wouldn't work that well. So I think in conclusion that is Prismatic fog, but again, it could be Fumpies. I mean, you have to keep all of the options open, don't you really? Then we have the third one, which is down below. Now, this is the last one going to Party Island of the 2 Prismatics that are going to be coming to Party Island out of the 3, and I can't make out much from the bottom one. It's just 3 sets of eyes. It could be either Scups, Mar, Shrub, or Turox. I would say that it's most likely Mar or Scups, though, but it is really hard to make this one out, and it could honestly be any. It doesn't look like it will be Turox, so I will say that much. Now let's talk about the release of these 3 Prismatics, because of course if we work out which Prismatic they are in the teaser, that's all well and good, but if we don't have an order to them, it's not of much use, because you don't know which ones to prioritise and which ones to teleport to islands more so than others. So let's delve into that aspect. So to keep things interesting again, as I pointed out in my 3 Prismatics video previously that I made for the single elementals that would initially have been coming, that being Prismatic Mammoth and Prismatic Noggin, I did say that a Party Island one, then a Cave Island one, then a Party Island one, or something similar would be coming, because they have to mix things up. So it's the same case here, isn't it, really, in terms of the idea? So that does mean that a Party Island one would have to come, then a Cave Island one, then a Party Island one, doesn't it? So there is no indication for when which monster will come based on the teasers that we have. So therefore, either of the 2 Party Island monsters could release first. I would say that the one above is coming next, so I'm completely and solely just going off of the fact that Prismatic Tweedle was seen on the update banner, and that one came next. I fear it turned out to be correct in that case, and Prismatic Tweedle took the position of where the top left Prismatic is taken in the update 2.2 banner, so I am going to assume that that Prismatic is going to be coming next. And then that would mean that the Cave Island one would have to come next, and then the bottom left one. I do believe that that theory is going to turn out to be correct, and that is the only thing we have to go off, so I am going to assume that that one is going to be coming first, then the Cave Island one, then the bottom one down below on the update banner. So overall, let's do a summary from everything we have discussed. So I believe that going from the teaser and the teleporter and all of the facts that we have, Shrub/Scups is going to be coming next as our next Prismatic, then either Fumpies or Flog after, with it being more than likely Flog. Like, literally, I think it's so obvious that this one's Flog, but again, I'm just going to tell you that it could be Fumpies or Flog, just to keep on the safe side, because the design could be changed up, like, immensely. We have no idea. Then either Scups, Mar, Shrub, or Turox will come next as the 3 I want, but I don't think that's going to be Turox whatsoever, because I don't see how it would work. So let's just say it could be Scups, Mar, or Shrub. And also, I don't think it looks like Shrub whatsoever, and I don't see how it would fit onto its design either, so I'm going to say that that one's either Scups or Mar. Even from my predictions, though, I could be way off this time. There could be many possibilities now that each only goes to a single island, as there are a large amount of monsters that only go to only Cave or Party Island. My predictions keep in mind that it is unlikely for Fire Elemental Prismatics to come as well, bearing in mind that there haven't been any Fire Elemental Prismatics so far, and that we currently have rare Fire Elementals going on. I highly doubt, in fact, that they would take away the spotlight from the rare Fire Elementals going on in the original game right now, and it just wouldn't make sense to do it. I mean, obviously they want the spotlight to be on the rare Fire Elementals in the original game if they are releasing, and I don't think there's a point to releasing Fire Hybrid Prismatics at the moment until rare Fire Elementals are done in the original game, which is probably why we won't see Fire Elemental Prismatics for a long time. In fact, I would probably presume that they're not going to come until all of the natural Prismatics have been released. Anyway, I have assembled a guide for you guys, a brand new guide for which monsters to teleport. Now, I do apologise if you followed my previous guide. Obviously, I had no idea they're going to release a new update and they're going to change the Prismatics that are going to be coming. I was going off the information that I had at the time, so I do apologise if you have teleported monsters and now you are going to have to sell them in some cases. If you have teleported Mammoth to Cave Island or Noggins to Space Island, there is plentiful amount of room on those islands, so I doubt you will have an issue in that regard, but on Party Island you may see issues, but it's only up to level 5, you have to level up your monsters, and it only takes 5 minutes in the teleporter, so it's not that much of an issue, is it really? And you guys will be fine. I am not so sure this time in making this guide. I have included possibilities down below on what monsters it could potentially be for each monster. Again, this is just me theorizing, it could be dramatically wrong, but I would advise you guys to look at my guides and watch my videos and see the speculation and make out which monsters you are going to teleport in game, because I do think they are going to be quite helpful, as I have previously mentioned. And with Prismatic Potbelly for that one, we predicted it and it came, and I'm sure I helped you guys in that regard. So I hope you guys continue to use my guide so you guys can be even better at monstering in your Dawn of Fire games. I would highly advise you guys to focus on the Cave Island Prismatic in this case. You won't have much trouble getting the Party Island Prismatic set in time, but with the Cave Island one, especially with the chance of it being a triple elemental, with that being Thumpies, there's a lot of room there for what Prismatic could potentially be. And with the amount of breeding involved and teleporting and all of the time it takes to level up monsters to level 20, I would focus on a Cave Island right now and not really worry about the Party Island one. Maybe just fill them up in the hotel and get them ready for Party Island, because I know that is what I will be doing. Make sure to get 6 of each in the hotel ready for Party Island. As you can see on the guide as well, I've estimated the release dates. Now this is just completely going from the fact that we have had a new Prismatic so far every 2 weeks or so, so I've just assumed an estimate of when it will release. I do think that the next Prismatic is going to come next week, with that either being Shrubs or Scups, as it says in the guide. So make sure to look at the other possibilities down below if you can as well, if you get the time. But again, focus on the Cave Island one. I mean, the Party Island one you'll be able to do a lot faster than the Cave Island one. So yeah, anyway, that's all I have to say today. We know in the future that single element Prismatics are coming, and we've seen teasers for them. I don't think they will be coming anytime soon, however. We know that they are fully developed and the single element Prismatics are coming in the future. However, I don't think they are coming anytime soon. However, I wouldn't worry about Prismatic Mammoth or Noggin right now if you haven't already begun so from my previous video. I will see you all later, guys. I hope this video has been insightful and it's helped you guys in knowing which monsters to teleport in preparation for the next 3 Prismatics. I apologise for these videos being long, but I have to talk really fast if you haven't noticed, all ready to get all the information across. Blimey, I don't think I've ever talked so fast in a video in my entire life. I was reading the script and I was like, oh my god, this is so long. It's going on for ages, even though it's scripted and I'm talking so fast. Anyway, I hope I made it as condensed as possible. I will see you all later, guys. Bye!